I'm still not sure we should have left Maxie to his own devices.
You haven't said anything since we left Riverside Manor, and that's what you say?
You're still worried that Maxie can't watch out for himself?
You didn't seem so worried last night. I saw you cuddled up to him pretty closely.
Just for warmth. Despite all the computers and machines running, it got pretty cold down there.
Figured you'd got your courage, although you two must have been awfully quiet.
No, I mean what I said. Strictly warmth. Nothing else. He was definitely ready. Otherwise,
If you were worried what me or A-Bomb might have thought.
it's not that. And frankly, you could have invited the entire support group we call Vault Dwellers to watch. I'm long since caring about my modesty.
Then, if you don't mind me asking, why not?
I need my head clear. All of this. I haven't dealt with it for 25 years. And now, Shannon, everything. I need to see this to the end or it'll haunt me for another 25 years.
Well, there it is, ladies. Lewisburg, getting ready for Halloween. Forever. Let's be careful. Last time I was here, there were feral ghouls wedged into every crack and alleyway, patiently waiting.
Watch out! I got it! Stand back! Okay, it's dead.
You need a minute, Belit?
No, I'm fine. Just took me by surprise, that's all.
Now that we've had our fun, let's get to searching, but stay close. I doubt that was the only ghoul. I'm surprised the fire department protectrons are still active and walking around.
Maxie once told me he wasn't sure if it was because of the pre-war strikes, or they were reprogrammed from Charleston by the significant number of survivors in the town later.
It's a funny thing. I grew up not too far from here. Lewisburg was a mining town like everywhere else around. But it was a bit different. Helpful of rooftop gardens. Good number of artists. Art exhibitions.
I tend to forget you were born and raised around here. I'm guessing everything was a shock when you returned.
The only real shock was when I found out what had happened with my dad. Everything else was to be expected. Corporate greed murdered the land long before the bombs dropped.
A pessimistic viewpoint, shared by the cutthroats. The world doesn't matter anymore. Take what you can get.
The world may be dead, but we can choose how we die. Well, some of us anyway. Being an entitled asshole like David Thorpe isn't how I want to go.
I completely agree that he was an asshole, but he had something in common with everybody. His fellow raiders, his victims, all of us.
And what's that?
That, at the end of the day, we're all human.
Hey, I found something. This has to be our gal. Much more decayed though, but the same dress, same uniform. I found a holotape and a key card. Natasha Hunt, rest in peace, and may God watch over you.
And another mystery. How did a few raiders pick off a superior opponent? We were expecting to take longer to find the body. We have the spare time.
Not a bad idea to piece together what happened. Looks like she came under fire from a rooftop maybe. Maybe Lewisburg decided the order was more of a problem than a solution.
I doubt that. When I last came through here, no indication of any training. No militia. Some starving artist types. Easy pickings for even a single raider. We might as well check the rooftops. Some gardens up there. Told Maxie I'd pick up some fresh ash roses while I was out here. 2 birds. Well, you know.
Found some buddies on the rooftops. They hid up on the roofs until it was too late. Massacred the unassuming town, one of David Thorpe's terror campaigns.
If we found bodies, then it means she went out fighting at least. The townsfolk weren't so lucky, I guess. Shooting fish in a barrel. No need. No honor.
No disagreement there.
It does serve one purpose though.
What's that?
The other fish are fucking terrified of you for the rest of their lives. I also found some nuts. Apparently that piece of shit up there was named Carrie. Took his walking orders from another raider named Brody. The worst part wasn't the massacre. It was that they obviously had really good intelligence on order activities and positions. And given they weren't exactly special forces, that only means one thing.
They had an insider.
What the hell is that noise coming from your pet boy?
It sounds like Morse code. My Morse code is a bit rusty, but I think something about Riverside calling. Lewisburg team?
Maxie, that fruit must have gotten a radio transmitter working.
What the hell is Maxie saying now? Couldn't this have waited?
Quiet. I'm trying to listen. Morse code only. Something about not being able to transmit over voice just yet.
Hopefully he can actually send us useful information and not his usual self-serving chatter.
Bet the next message will be his measurements.
Or his best, or worst, dirty joke.
Either way, we got what we came for. Given the time it took us to get down here, we still have a bit of time. You know what that means?
Good old-fashioned looking for scrap, ammo, anything we are short on. Let's get to work, ladies.
Okay, that about does it. Not the best pickings, but
It's better than.
Nothing.
hold up, the wind is really picking up. We might be in for a storm. Nothing I'd like to walk through.
Should we head back and shelter in the town?
It's too open, too exposed. Since you're from here, do you know any spots at Boehm?
Well, I know of one spot, but I don't care to go back there.
We really don't have many options. What is it?
The old house, where I grew up. It's in ruins, but I took shelter in it a few months back. What's left should still be standing.
How far is it? This is definitely turning into a storm, and we need to get moving.
Not too far, just up the road. It was a shit-hand-shaped parcel of land that did bought. I can't promise we'll be safe from the ash, though.
All right. As always, Annabelle, lead the way. It's really coming down. How much further?
Just past that bridge up ahead, with the abandoned train cars up there. Can you see it?
I think I can. Yes, I can see it. Let's hustle.
The ground floor is still mostly intact. I made a makeshift door to the upper floor. Well, complete ruins, but at least the ceiling is mostly intact.
It'll keep the rain off our heads. Mostly. And actually, regardless of what you said, it is keeping most of the ash at bay.
Home sweet.
Fucking home!